Okay, I finished the first 4 steps, and they are identical to the shovel kit from Walthers, which I did last month. All right, so the body is all the same. Where it differs is in the rigging and in the boom. As you can see on, well, it's upside down, but as you can see on the box, all right, that's the crane boom versus the shovel. Okay, and I'll have both in my quarry. So this one lets you look at what's inside of this one. The other thing is there is a tiny little plastic screwdriver that you use on the gears. And it looks like I left it out in the garage where I started working on this app. Okay. But inside, on each side, there is, let's see if I can get a shot of it. Right in there, you can use that tiny screwdriver to wind up all this, the boom lines. Okay, so we'll be doing that here in a minute. Right now, the next step is building the cab. So we've got to feed this line up through here. And then through here. Go. And I'm really not expecting a live audience since I only have, yesterday was 4 subscribers, but I got 2 new subscribers last night across Anchors. Mike and Brian subscribed last night, and CDP. I also, and a number I can't remember what it was, also subscribed last night. So thanks, guys. I've been following Cross Anchors for a long time, and I binge watched CDP's videos this morning. Okay, let's build the cab section and get it in place. If you somebody does come in to the chat, by all means send me a message, and so I can see that you're here. So I am checking the screen periodically. For those that watch it later, leave me your comments and suggestions, etc., or just the howdies. Problem with these are the screws aren't marked as to the part numbers. You have to refer back to the diagram for a particular screw. A little bit of flashing there. A little searchlight. Itty bitty searchlight. Couple windows. If y'all haven't watched Anthony Dodge's The Outside Modeler, Outcast Modeler, or whatever follow-up is to that, you need to go over to his channel and listen to his parody on the Bungles, whatever, in the early 80s. It's Digital Killed the Analog Guy. Ever since last Friday, I can't get the dang song out of my head. Okay. Do. All right. Hey, what's going on, Heath? I am just sitting here. Yeah, I know. I picked up two. I picked up crossed anchors and CDP and some numbers. Hey, that's a 50% increase. I'm impressed. Building this Walters drag line. Which has the exact same chassis and body as their shovel. The only difference, the boom. So these are for my quarry. What are you up to today? That was a great interview with Bill last night, by the way. Oh, yeah. Is that tonight? You bet. I think Gordy's done a great job with the NMRAX series. Sunday, yeah, okay. I knew that. I'm old, I forget. This morning I worked on my harbor seam a little bit. It was under the 200-foot Central Valley Bridge, identical to what Rick built. Behind my big fat head over there. You can see the swing bridge. And you know he lives in Scotland, right? I think it's Scotland. And he's some kind of engineer. Not sure what kind. Well, Scotland's close. He may be off an island or something too. It was very vague when he mentioned it one time in one of his interviews. But he's one of Santa's helpers. Working the islands, okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was pretty remote. Oh, I would almost bet he has something to do. He's an engineer, that he has something to do with the oil platforms in the Bering Sea. But don't quote me on that. Well, maybe he does. Wait for this glue to dry up on this baby before I go to the boom stage. The boom, chaka chaka laka boom stage. Problem with the boom stage is you got these two threads plus a chain that have to be threaded, and they don't do a very good job. I think I got this one right, but boy, it was not an easy go. Yeah, I got a wild hair today and just said, heck, I don't have very many subscribers. But, hey, I'll just go live and work on this. See if anybody shows up. Glad you stopped by, though. should I worked on earlier. This is my harbor. You say harbor in Chicago? Yes, there is a Chicago harbor. It's down on Lake Calumet. But this is actually down southwest of Chicago, and it's part of Lockport. And Lockport does a lot of barge traffic that goes up the Illinois River into the Des Plaines River, into the Chicago Sanitary Ship Canal, and hauls grain, salt, oil, gravel, scrap. So, and right in and around the Chicago area is all sedimentary limestone. So what I do for limestone is ceiling tiles. We don't have one in here. Well, I got some pieces. But if you break up ceiling tiles, and then look at the ends, it looks like layered limestone, just glue them stacked up, and you get cliffs and such. That's where the quarry is. That is right at my elbow, right there. No, they don't make asbestos ceiling tiles anymore. They're cellulose. This is an old trick from the 60s. This is what my dad used on our first layout. And it looks pretty good, I thought. So, and then my little portal right there is nothing more than 1/2-inch foam insulation. And then I took an engraver and cut away to make the stone, painted it gray, and then came in with a white, with a black wash. All right, to give it the kind of texture look. These are the piers that the 200-foot bridge, one like Rick Bailey built, sit on, which you can almost see now. There it is up in the air. Right there. No, I actually only wanted two ceilings of what are they? 4 foot by 2 foot ceiling tiles. But they only sold 2 by 2 in a pack of 10. So I ended up buying a pack of 10 of them, which is way more than what I need. But hey, can't see the other side, so let me flip this around. Now you can see the harbor wall. I've got a Kibri, K-I-B-R-I, barge ordered. It's coming from Germany, so slow boat from Germany, but it'll be tied up here. If you look back, if I get my big body out of the way, you can't make it out, but that right there is a grain elevator. And so the way this section here sits is that barge wall, harbor wall, is right below the grain elevator. So there'll be loading chutes coming down from the grain elevator, and there's 2 grain loading platforms and 2 oil loading platforms that will go on this harbor. Plus there is a fake siding with that'll have some gondolas with metal scrap loads. Oh my, yeah, it goes around all the doors. This room is nothing but glass and doors. Where the big bridge is the door going out back into our screen room. Back over here, between here and here, I've got this is the expansion that I'll end up doing. This does a loop around, come over the big bridge, loops around, and then over this swing bridge. So you got, you can't see it, but you got a freight yard back here, which is the Illinois Central Van Buren Street Yard in Chicago underneath Grant Park. Then you've got Union Station here, which is sunken down. You got a machine, an engine area here. Engine servicing area here. You've got one of the western suburbs of Chicago over here. There's a bakery and a lumberyard that goes in that scene. Down here, with my lava flow, Chicago. No, it's just spray and foam. That'll be a farm scene between the 2 sets of tracks. Over here, where the harbor's sitting, is underneath that will be where the turntable and roundhouse go. Yeah, it's a modified dog bone, but it will be expanded out this way across. There'll be a drop down section here because this is another sliding glass door into the master bedroom, sliding glass door into the living room, regular door into a bathroom, and then that regular door into the outside into the screen room. So yeah, it's a big dog bone that will be a big oval, but you'd actually be able to run 3 trains unattended at one time, because you'd be able to run the outer loop all the way around. You'd be able to run the inner loop back and around, and then you can run another outer loop around as well. So, well, it's the only room I have. All right, in Florida, you don't have basements. When we bought the house, I never dreamed of getting back into model railroading. And even if I did, there's, space is a premium in the houses down here. No, we don't hardly have any we don't have enough closet space. So I've decked out the attic, and got a lot of stuff outside in storage container stuff. So, but anyway, and then Ray made the comment one day. He says, "Is that your kitchen?" Because he saw the kitchen cabinets that everything sits on. So that's just so I have more space. This area here was originally a patio, covered, but still a patio, and it was enclosed into a room, but there was no heating or air conditioning in here. So I went out and bought one of these portable units down here, It's vented out one of the windows, so it keeps it manageable. Say space is at a premium. Not as big a premium as what you have. I can appreciate that. You know, being another big city boy, you know, there's not a whole lot of space in city apartments or city flats for that matter. But anyway, so that's kind of the layout. I just finished. I said the refinery, which is over there between the grain elevator and the gravel plant. I'm still waiting. Like I said, I'm still waiting on the loading platforms for them. Oh, all right. Boom, chakalaka, laka. I really don't feel like building this boom today. Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. I got a dog too. I just got back from walking mine. So, let's see if she'll come in the room. Penny! Here, Penny. Come on, Penny. Here she comes. There's my Penny girl. Yeah. Yeah. There. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 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 Oh. You sit. Shake. Okay. There you go. Penny's half Irish setter, half Australian shepherd. And all a bundle of energy. I have to walk her 3 times a day. Once in the morning, her and I go on a 3-mile walk. And then at lunch, we go on about a 3/4-mile walk. And then in the evening, my wife and I take her on a 1.25 mile walk. The rest of the time, she's fighting with the cat. I am not a cat person. That's entirely my wife. I can assemble a cab. Maybe. There it is. This cat is like 13 years old. Our oldest daughter got her while she was in college. And her senior year, she moved in this house that a bunch of guys and her had rented. One of the guys inherited it, I think. And anyway, she got this cat and one other cat. Well, the other cat was a tomcat, and it peed on everything. Oh, my wife's got a whole bedroom for herself. This was my man cave when we moved in. And prior to it becoming a train room, my desk area was here already. But I had shelving units all along here for all my electrical and plumbing supplies. You can't see it, but out back, I can't get to it. You can't see through the screening. Anyway, out back is a screen room with a koi pond. So that's my other hobby. Once I get things the way I want them, I'll have a new. Right now, I'm operating off my big computer. I moved into the other room. Hey, Jason! Thanks for joining us, man. Keith and I are just hanging out. I was building the Walther's drag line, but we got to talking. So. No, I seriously thought about it, Heath, of putting building in a train on that, and it just wasn't going to work out. Electric and koi do not go well together, and it doesn't take much electricity to leak into the water. You know, it can be less than what a ground fault would pick up, and it'll kink the backs. You know, kink the backbones of the fish. All right, Heath, have fun. Find out if Gordy's an engineer or a hospital guy. Inquiring minds want to know. Or I guess I can wait and do that on Sunday, huh? Jason, what are you up to? Lunch? Bridge piers with rubber between the ties and the pier. Yeah. I mean, I've seen people do it, but mine aren't ordinary koi. Mine are show quality, imported from Japan kind of koi. You know, 4 to 5 digit koi. So I'm not, no electricity around my koi. I wish I had some longer USB cables. I could show a much better tour of the layout. I do have other. Okay, there. I'm back. Okay, Jason, take care. Thanks for stopping by. All right, well, it's been about an hour. So we're going to call it a stream. And had good conversations with Jason the Train Freak and Heath from Humanity Junction. So we'll do another modeling matinee maybe tomorrow. Till then, see you all later.